Hi, this is Eric Martin with Board Game Geek. I'm here with Evangelos from Draw Lab Entertainment looking at a prototype, non-final version right now of Fired Up. You could tell from the cover already we're in the future to some degree.
Exactly.
What is happening here? What is going on with the cover and what we're doing in the game?
Fired Up is a game set up in the future, so that has this cyberpunk feel to it. In the game, it's an arena game in which we're not the fighters, but this time we're the audience.
Okay.
So we are here to see the finals of the most exciting esports game. And all these are the avatars of the players that are playing the game. But we are in the audience and we are watching them how they play, and we're trying to make some highlights that we want to see happen.
Okay.
So how this works is that we have some highlight cards, which are some sort of objective cards.
Okay.
And I have a hand of 4 cards, from which I will choose 2 at the beginning of the round that I want to happen.
Okay.
So I will
Show some
discard
examples.
those 2, and I will keep these 2 that I want to see happening during this round.
Okay.
In order for this to happen, though, I will have to influence the fighters that I can do with my action dice. So when it's my turn, I will roll my 6 dice. I can re-roll once if I don't like the results. And from there, I can do several actions on any of the fighters, but only one fighter at a time.
Okay.
So, for example, I can go to this guy and I can cheer him up because I want him to do a great job this round, so I will give him a thumbs up. I'm cheering from the stands.
Okay.
This, at the end of the round, if he has more cheer up than thumbs down, he will be happy, so he will be able to perform at his best.
Okay.
The other way around, if he is unhappy at the end of the round, he won't be able to use his stats if they're over the red line.
Okay.
And how this works is that every time I want to use this action, this symbol, the Powerup symbol, I will be able to power up either his attack or his defense value. So I can move this by once. So for example, in a single turn, I can both thumbs up to this character and give him a stat increase.
Okay.
So in the next round, after all the other players have used their dice, I will have 4 dice remaining. I can roll again, I can re-roll once, and then I can use them as well.
Okay.
Other actions I can take is that I can get 2 gold pieces. I can increase somebody's attack. I can change somebody's target, so I can ask him to attack somebody else. If I have more than one of the target dice, I can put him in order to lock him in place, so that the next player will first have to discard this with one of these dice and then change him.
Okay.
And I can influence his attack. This is the attack track. So after I play the speed dice, I can increase this by 1, so he will be from second to first, for example, if I did it to this character. But then he will have to spend more speed dice in order to increase him further.
Okay.
So after everybody has used all their actions, a fight is going to happen, and we have no say in the fight. They will just attack. So the fastest player is going to roll as many attack dice as he has in his stat line. So if he has, for example, 2 dice, he will roll 2 attacking dice. So he's hitting his opponent on the foot and on the torso.
Okay.
His opponent has 2 defense, so he will also roll 2 dice for defense. And he is defending on the feet, but also in the elbow. So this is undefended, and he's dealt 1 damage.
Okay.
In fact, if he was hit in the torso twice, not only he would get 2 damage, but he would also get a wound.
Okay.
If a fighter gets to 0 stamina or gets as many wounds as are recovered here, he is out of the fight. But we keep fighting because we are the audience. We want to see them.
We might want that too.
Exactly.
Yes. Okay.
So during the fight or at the beginning of the fight, if any of the objectives that we had have happened, we put them aside and we score that many points.
Okay.
That's the one way to score points. The other way is that every time you're affecting some character, there is always one side bet on the side. The bets have some cost. For example, this one has a cost of 2, and I can secretly bet that he will either roll at least one of this symbol in the fight or not. So I will pay the 2 gold and say true or false with my hand. So I will put this card, and if it happens, I will get some extra points. And that's pretty much the game.
All right.
It plays from 2 to 5 players at the moment. We might add some solo variant. We're still working on it. Each fighter has his own ability. So we have different miniatures and different abilities, so each game is a little bit different.
Okay.
And because of the flow of the game, because you get damage, so this might be a good target to hit the next round because he might be out of the fight, or he's very strong, so we know that we have a very strong character. We will choose our cards differently, so every round is a little bit different.
Okay. All right.
And
Thanks
that's
very
fired
much.
up.
Thanks very much for the overview of Vangelos, and we'll see this in 2019.